How are you? Let me know if you can hear me before we get started. That way we don't have the same issue as last week. Nice. Thank you, Cross. How are you doing today? Let me get something. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chupa. So we're working on the dungeon again, and I apologize for any sort of sneezing or anything that happens. I got allergies pretty bad today, so. And I meant to do this stream yesterday or the day before, but I got busy. I hate these Reaper bottles. Nice web code. I'm doing well, yeah. So the web code you're doing from everything from scratch? Or are you using something like Dreamweaver or some other program? Okay, so I'm hoping to make these little cork things look like marble. So I'm going to start off painting it really, really light gray. Chupa's been blasting through campaign vids as well. Nice. Campaigns vids. Yeah. He has a lot of videos. He did it for like a year straight without... Let's see, he did a year straight every week without missing a video. So I think that's pretty cool. I would like to manage that someday, but I have a lot of work, so that's my excuse. WordPress, nice. Want to hire someone? Yeah, that'd be nice. For my website, I just paid Squarespace, and then you just get to arrange it however. But way easier than back in the day. Oh yeah, the desk. Cross's desk. It turned out really good, huh? I want to make one of those. I don't know if I have room for it in here, but it was way good. That was one of my favorites that he built. Well, I mean, it wasn't terrain, but not out of terrain, just out of his videos. That's one of my favorites. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't know. We are going to paint everything, and then I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the resin pour, and I don't really have the equipment around me to do the resin pour. I might even have to go to pick up some more resin, so more epoxy. So I might not be pouring the resin yet, but we'll see. We'll see how this video, this isn't a video, how this stream goes. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I was planning on doing like a video every 2 weeks there for a while, or even every 2 weeks or every week. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, oh no, I can't keep up with everything. And that was when I was working a day job and doing the terrain business, so I don't know what I was thinking. I see a lot of people having success doing like just a few bigger builds. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Narb Makes. That guy has some awesome builds. But they're all like more out there and big and trying new things, and I think that's a good way to go. But we don't have dedication like that, I think. I think a lot of us have other things going on too. Oh my gosh, my allergy is so bad. The pollen count's so high. So it's getting me. I'm loaded up on allergy medicine, but still sniffling, so I apologize for that. I wanted to put bones and stuff in here too, but I can't seem to find my bag of bones somewhere in one of my closets. Not quite sure where. Chupa likes live streams as well, very personable. Yeah, I had a hard time with live streams at first, but then I started listening to some, and turns out I like them. Before that, my attention span was about 3 minutes. It was crazy to me that people had videos on YouTube over 10 minutes, but it's good. And then Campaign Train says, Narb built that gaming table, and now I think he tries to fill it with each build. Doing a pretty good job of it, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Did I get the skulls to stick down okay in the pond? Yeah, they stuck. Once everything dried, they stuck. See, they're pretty solid in there. Even if they weren't, as soon as the resin is on it, I think they'll be okay. Oh yeah, I got a closet full of skeletons. That wasn't even a pun intended. Yep. I should have caught that and went with it. Okay. Do I want to have all these holes? I think so. Do I want the whole thing to be marble? I think so. So we're just going to paint the whole thing. That wasn't the original plan, but it's okay. I didn't really like that. Let's see, you can't see it in my face. I don't really like this metal. So I'm going to have to do some touching up to that too. We'll put it that way so everybody can see. I don't know, I think maybe the craft paint metal wasn't good enough for what I wanted. Doesn't match the rest of the dungeon. I mean, I still have to work on it. I was going to give it a wash and maybe some oxidization, but it's okay. Oh, allergies are so bad today. It's like all I can think about, aside from trying to get orders out. Which is why I didn't film yesterday or the day before. I was trying to get a good time that would work for everybody, but I don't think it's possible. Like people in Australia, no matter what time I can do it, it's going to be off. Unless they wake up super early. So we'll see. That's drying. Do I dare touch it? Yeah. Oh man, that's horrible. Every morning you wake up and your car's covered in pollen. It's not quite that bad here. I just have a high pollen count. There's like cottonwood trees that are getting me, I think. But yeah, you're talking about like sticky, nasty. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, here we go again, huh? I don't know why Reaper Miniatures hasn't ever updated their bottles of paint. I like most of their paint, but man, they make it hard. Yeah, I think you're right, Cross. Just do, and I hope other people show. I think 40% of people are in the US or Canada, so I don't know. That's not a very high number. And then the UK and Australia is about the same. And then other places like India and stuff, I don't know. It's fun regardless. If I quit sniffling. Of course it happened right when I got on, huh? Okay, I think that's good. I don't know if I want to have the narrow part at the bottom or the top. Maybe the top looks better. Oh my god. Yep. Coined the kind of not safe for work term for this time of year. Am I safe to say that? You can read it. Drive to the store, all the pollen blows off the car, go into the store for 20 minutes, and the car is yellow-green again. Oh yeah, I'm glad I don't live in a place like that. I have horrible allergies already. I live in a pretty dry place, but the little bit of pollen we get here is like dry. It's like dry, I don't know, sagebrush and pines, and I'm allergic to like 10 different local trees, but it's horrible. But I went to like Washington, D.C. one spring, and I about died. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's put this in water. Oh yeah, allergies are horrible. Yeah, trees are horrible. That's one of my main allergies too. Trees and mold, and both those things are like, this time of year it's like the trees, and in the fall when all the leaves are going moldy, it's that. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna show up very good, this yellow. I'm just gonna add some streaks of it. I can't see through my glasses when it's up close. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add more of the white than I am the darker colors. I really wanted these to be like kind of blackish and whitish marble. Painting it in's probably gonna be a pain, but it's okay. I should probably film this up close too with my camera. Oh, Chupa, I didn't notice your message. You had to go through your subscription list and get rid of a bunch of crafters that haven't done anything in a few years. Yeah, I should do that too. Hopefully the Rona didn't get him, huh, Cross? I had that. That was horrible. I think a lot of people just give up. I think they think that they're going to make a lot of money or something. But it takes... Man, that's crazy. There for a while there were so many crafting channels, and now they're all silent. Two fairly short vids per week, then just stopped. Who was that? Do you know? There was one guy, I can't remember what channel it was. Terrain Made Easy or something like that. And he was posting regularly decent videos. Like basic stuff, decent videos. And he was getting a lot of views, and all of a sudden he's not posting anymore. Craft Nix, yeah. Craft Nix was good. I've talked to him a little bit on Instagram. Last I heard he was doing okay. But I don't know about lately. I haven't seen him lately. But I don't know, I'll have to get on there and see. He stopped posting stuff. I don't know why. His sci-fi tiles were the best, I think. Maybe let the constructive criticism get to him. I don't know. That's what I figured. He had a good personality too. I think he could have made it quite a ways. He has a good personality, I should say. Hopefully everything's alright. I don't know, you can't really see the modeling too well on this camera. Like I said, I should have done it. I don't know, my other camera overheats too easy. Oh, okay. He got burnt out on that. He has 2 thriving video game channels. Plus Twitch stuff. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's cool. Yeah, he seemed pretty good. That's... I don't know, he was posting quite a few videos. Decent stuff. His stuff still shows up. It's like, if you look up the targeted search stuff, his stuff's still showing up on a lot of it. But I don't think... I don't know. I don't think people are... I mean, they say YouTube's like the 2nd biggest search engine, but I don't think people are searching on there much for terrain or something. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. He's gonna do more. I wonder what he'll do. Maybe he'll do it like some of these other channels and try to do some bigger builds or something. More specialized builds. Yeah, I'm glad Wylock's back too. He was struggling there for a bit, wasn't he? He's one of my favorite crafters on here. I don't know, he's like an old gamer too, so that's a bonus for me. People have been in the hobby for a long time. Oh my gosh, I can't stop that side of my nose from... Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, Wylock's cool. I was pretty stoked when I got to do a collaboration with Wylock and all them. That was fun. Unexpected but fun. I still don't know who came up with it. I think it was Jay from Instagram, Jay's Tabletop Terrain. Who has quite the personality for getting people together. Yeah, it was like 2 months, wasn't it? I figured he was going to stick around. He was already... I don't know how many subscribers he had back then. Maybe 80,000. But, I mean, he was so close to 100,000. At least stay till that. That's really cool he hit 100,000 recently. Well deserved after all this time. Yeah, his focus seems a bit different now that his new system of tiles are going. Yeah, I like his newer system. It's more, I don't know, it almost seems easier. I think his old system, I think that would have sucked to build a whole bunch of those tiles. I think it'd be good for like for having like the locking stuff, the stuff that locked onto the terrain. I think that'd be good for if you had like some 3D printed stuff or something, but I'd hate to handcraft all that. And people aren't into the tiles as much anymore, is what I've been noticing. Like, my sales on people buying tiles for D&D have gone down a lot, and they've started mostly buying like actual terrain, and I think they're using game mats and stuff. I think that's actually better. I designed a bunch of game mats. I have like several vinyl game mats that I designed, but I don't know, the price point isn't really it. I don't know how people do it cheap. They must have a hookup at someplace. I don't know. I was thinking about going to some local sign places and getting some vinyl stuff. Then I got self-conscious because I was doing vinyl terrain mats, and then I noticed people are doing like, what is it, neoprene game mats. That way they don't fold or whatever. I think I still prefer vinyl because I feel like the neoprene picks up a lot of dust, and I'm not a fan of that. Oh yeah, a lot of cutting for sure. Yeah, I think you could laser them, but yeah, I wouldn't want to do a whole bunch of cutting like that. He's like doing really intricate stuff. All his tiles were like, he cut it and then he cut just partially through the foam core, and then he'd like add black construction paper to the outside of stuff. I don't know. I want to have fun while doing it, so not waste too much time. I think I do want to go back over through all of these and hide the seams though, but I don't think that'll take that long if I do it all at the same time at the end of the build. Just hide all the seams. These are looking pretty good. It's kind of hard to see. Wish I could get this thing to look good. What if we could on here? Yeah, let's go here and look. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's a little bit better lighting. That's how they're all looking. I don't know, the other camera's better. I don't know why it's not showing up on there as good. It's weird. I'd say they're more plinths. There's gonna be little piles of burnt skulls and ashes on top. So they're gonna go in the corners. Marble little plinths. And there's gonna be, I was originally gonna have like a brass bowl on top. I don't know if I have something that will work for that, so I might just do a little pile of skulls and ash on top of that. Let's see, we got like right there, we got the charred bones, the brass bowl, and the marble pedestal. So it's turning out different than I had hoped, but, well, different than the original, but it doesn't matter, it's still the same concept. So yeah, not sure why the better camera has issues with color. I think it might be the light coming through the window, maybe. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. I am gonna glue them down just with PVA glue, and just basically for this dungeon. Eventually the plan was, because I don't want to have a whole bunch of little pieces jangling around in boxes, I do want to do some modular stuff, but for this build I'm going to glue stuff down. I'm just going to do it with white glue. That way, in case I ever want to take it off, it should be easy enough to take off. But the idea was to bring it to like a convention or something and be able to set it out really quick. And not have to spend like an hour just setting up the dungeon. So that's why I'm doing it a little bit different for this. And when I started this build, I wanted to do something not so modular. That was like 2 years ago that I started all this. But just because I was doing so much modular terrain for other people. Just as like a break. So yeah, it's not too bad. The marbled effect. I know there's a bunch of like techniques to make a marbled effect, but I don't know. I think I'm just better off painting it on this time. It's looking good enough. Okay, let's get some basalt. I keep seeing people with the little paint shakers. Maybe I need one. Look at that. Those little bzzz. I don't know. I didn't even think about it until I saw them on social media. It's almost pointless for as much as I need to shake stuff. So, probably not. We're just going to add some little line works with this brush. It's probably really hard to see all these little details on here right now. So yeah, this was more of a, I don't know, I guess an artistic venture than it was to make like a modular dungeon. I do want to start making some modular dungeon stuff after this. Like I said, some themed modular dungeon stuff. Start with like the elements, maybe the basic elements, and then move on to other stuff, but not do like a big series like this. I don't know, I got kind of burnt out for a couple times when I was working on this dungeon. And I think if I was just working on the dungeon, not doing a whole bunch of other stuff, I wouldn't have. That and like trying to figure out the video editing and all that stuff. I had a hard time with that for a while. Still figuring that out, honestly. Okay, stupid allergies. Oh, I can't stop. It's okay. It's okay. Man, we might only end up be painting these during this. How long has it been? Half hour? Not bad. Need a little bit more water. Just to keep that. I don't know, that's kind of dark. Let's just see that. I don't know. Now I can't get it to focus. Focus? I might have to... Oh, there we go. It's kind of marbly. The top looks better than the rest. But it's okay. I'm going to add some white streaks too. Some like pure white streaks. And I'm probably going to stream on Saturday too. I just wanted to make up for not streaming this last Saturday. I ended up having so much more going on this week than I thought. It was kind of stressful, but it's okay. Yeah, you're good at a lot of stone looks, but marble isn't one of them, as I stutter it. Yeah, marble's a hard one. I don't know. I should probably have a reference and be looking at a reference and doing it, but I think I'm just gonna make it up and then, oh, and then if it doesn't look like marble, then find a reference. That's the backwards way to do it. I don't know, I painted marble in like pictures and stuff and used a reference, so I'm just using what my memory has, but it's a little more difficult in 3D. But it's okay. As long as it looks cool, or it looks like something, we'll be good. Just something to make the players come over and look at it. Maybe look through it. Look through the ashes, I'm sure. Somebody will look through the ashes. And they can get cursed or something. I still don't know who I want the bad guy to be in this dungeon. Probably some sort of necromancer or demon. Keep dunking my hand in the palette. I keep doing that too. Leaning forward too far. Yeah, I know what you're talking about with the feather chupa. I've seen people do a marble effect with feathers too, and I don't have much patience for that either. I feel like I just mess it up, so I figure if I paint it on, I have more control. That I've seen people like wet blend marble with a brush. Like you just like add the paint and it's all wet, and then you take a bigger brush and just streak through it. I don't think it looks like realistic marble when they do that stuff, but it's okay. Mine's not going to look realistic either. I'm not always a huge fan of realism. I don't know. I know people are going for realism a lot, but it's more about the art for me. And it works out. We all have our own style. One of these days I'll do a realistic one. I started a realistic building, but I just get bored of the buildings. Every time I go to build buildings, they're just boring to me. A huge fan of nature, so that's why a lot of my builds you'll see me do nature. Some crackle paint for marble. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that look either. Guess I could have done that. I should have. I don't know. I use crackle paint sparingly. I'm not a huge fan of it in general unless I'm going for the deserty dry look. This isn't really looking like marble now. I think I've gone way overboard with the black streaking, but we'll touch it up in a minute. Okay. This isn't the best brush either. This brush is brand new and it's already splaying a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I can't kick those allergies today. That's all I can think about. We got a dog coming. We got a Rocky. Okay. Then I took so much allergy medicine, my head's kind of buzzing. Okay, let me see up closer. When people start clamoring for 4mm long bricks, I worry about hyper-realistic. Meanwhile, I'm wanting to shift gears and go for a super cartoony chibi look to my stuff. That'd be cool. Yeah, 4mm bricks is tiny, huh? That's when you pull out texture rollers, I'd say. I don't know. I'm not sure how big castle wall bricks and stuff were back then, or even, I know like a lot of the, I don't know, it's fantasy, so really they can be whatever size you want. Like, at least for D&D and Warhammer, they're all fantasy. So, You're getting dragged to a wedding party, Chupa? Oh, sorry. That sounds fun. I'm gonna get dragged to a graduation party on Saturday, so it's gonna be kind of late when I get on, probably. That and I'm doing an escape room with friends on Saturday. I made my Saturday way too busy. So I'm either planning Saturday or Sunday, but we'll see. I'm trying it for Saturday because a lot of people wanted it on Saturday. But I'll do Saturday when I can and do other days when I can't. Well, that one doesn't match very good, does it? Just kind of cross-hatched it. I'll have to fix it. I've seen people be painting miniatures in like a cartoon fashion, like anime style miniatures and figurines. I imagine doing the terrain would be about the same deal. That actually looks kind of hard too. Hard but fun and challenging. As I can't talk right. Okay. I think I want to touch things up a little with some white after I finish this one. Got a little bit too much on that. And I'm just doing like so. You can probably see that pretty good. My face is kind of in the way over here. See, that shows up a little better now that I have the darker streaks. We'll do another layer. Let's do some pure white. Your old eyes can't handle painting minis anymore. Yeah, that's why I have to take off my glasses. And I still have issues seeing up close. They say my eyesight's still fine, but they get tired. I'm not too old. A little bit old. My daughter thinks I'm old, but she's 17, so she has no idea what old is. So the way Cross sees it is a ton of folks' first exposure to fantasy stuff was Disney. So if you look at the dwarf's house, the rocks and bricks at the bottom of the walls are bigger than their clumpy boots. Oh yeah. Yep, that's true. And the castle walls are like completely whitewashed. And actually, like historically, a lot of castles you couldn't see the brick because they'd cover it all in plaster. So I saw one build recently of castle walls that was like that. And then the plaster was like chipping off in spots. And the guy didn't do all the brickwork, but it turned out really good. I can't remember who did it. It was more of a diorama build than anything. (2x) readers. They allow you to read books up close, but also far enough away to see the monitor. Yeah, I was doing like the 0.5x for painting miniatures. But then I'd look up and get dizzy. So, for now, we're not going to do it. I'm not. I'm sure it works great for you. What was I going to say? Aside from sniffling into the microphone. This one I kind of messed up a little. Trying to get rid of the cross hatching, because I accidentally give it a cross-hatched look. You can kind of see on top there. Let me see if you can see. You can't see. Switch to 3x for crafting, or break down and get laser surgery. Yeah, my little brother just found out he had cataracts. And he's like, how old is he? 36, I think. That's so early to be getting cataracts. He told me it's because I threw sand in his eyes, but I didn't do that. Well, I did on accident, but it's okay. Brothers. Side. That one nostril will not clear up. This is probably going to look too clean for the dungeon, but we'll add the mold and stuff to the room after this, and before we pour the acid in the pool. What else? My computer. I don't know if you guys can hear the fan of my computer or not, but it really pushes on this live stream stuff. It's a little gaming laptop. It does okay. My internet's really slow, so hopefully it's not skipping too many frames. It says it's missed 24.1% of the frames because of rendering, so hopefully it's not too bad. It's about 20 frames per second. I don't notice that with my eyes, but apparently there's been some people on my channel. Like before I realized what FPS even meant, I accidentally had it set at like 15. And somebody was super critical, but I don't really care. Wonder if laser eye surgery hurts. I heard it doesn't. My uncle had it. Cool. Everything seems smooth. That's good. I thought it did. I have it up on my phone too, just in case, but like last week, that crap with the not hearing my voice, I have no idea why. Guess just OBS messing with me. I know, I've only used OBS a little bit. Only during this stuff. So I'm probably putting way too much detail into these little pillars. That's okay, I'm having fun. I should get somebody else on here with me too, one of these days. I don't know, what was I gonna say? I kind of enjoyed listening to when Crazy Crafter Livestream was all going. I enjoyed listening to that. I didn't always get there on time. Usually it was while I had some family stuff going on earlier in the day, but I listened. It was good stuff. It's fun to hear what people do sometimes, hear other people teach stuff. Let's see, that's looking good. That pillar's looking good. pillar, plinth, whatever you want to call it. Good enough. Hopefully I get enough footage to make the video for this. Not just all this upright stuff. So I know everybody doesn't want to come back and listen to my boring voice. Standy up thing, that's right. Standy up thing. That's exactly what this is. What's everybody else working on right now? Just the website cross? Or you're working on some terrain too? I know you just finished those cool bugs. The pistachio bugs that were oily and hard to paint. I was wondering if oil paints would have been better for that surface. Maybe. Would have stuck better. But everybody's switching to oil paint washes. They call it oil paint washes. I don't think it's a wash with oil paints. I don't think it's called a wash. I don't know. We can call it what we want in the crafting community. But at least in the art, like traditional art sense, it's not called a wash. It's just called glazes. Or antiquing. That's all I've heard before. But I don't know. I haven't tried to... Well, I actually have... Let's see, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I actually did try like an oil wash thing on some Chaos Space Marines. It did okay. The only thing I don't like about it is you're not supposed to paint acrylic over oil, so it made it hard to highlight it after. So I wasn't a huge fan. It's like a contrast paint, yeah, but that's not oil based. I think contrast paint just has... I haven't tried contrast paint yet. I usually make my own little mixtures with, what is it, flow aid and things like that. Flow aid and glazing medium, and I get the results I want with that. But yeah, like a contrast paint is what people are going for with the oil washes with terrain. It just gives a smoother wash because it's not going to have like the hard water drying, if that makes sense. Okay, now, oh, I just dropped my speaker. That's okay, it can stay down there. We don't need the speaker. It was in the way. Foam. These are good enough. I didn't bring my glue over here yet. Oh, I need to actually add... What do I have here? We got rocks. Where's the dark ones? I guess I can't do that yet either. Oh, there it is. I forgot it when I put it in. Okay. I have to go get glue. It's across the room somewhere. But the idea is... Yeah, matte medium works okay for washes. I like glazing medium a little bit better, but I'm not too worried, just because like it leaves a little bit of sheen, but it's similar. So I'm going to add these rocks to it and add skulls to it. So give me just a second. We're going to go get glue. Glue. Might as well move this speaker while I'm here. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're here. I wish I could zoom in on that better. My good camera overheats. That's annoying. overheats during a live stream at least. So you use, oh yeah, we already read that. Yeah, plain water works for washes. You can use plain water mixed with a little bit of dish soap, but that tends to bubble. I don't like that as much. What I do like for washes that gets in there is Airbrush Flow Improver, this stuff. And like this has lasted me 2 years, and I'm building terrain every day and using it in my airbrush, because you only need like a couple drops. So, but if you want to thicken it, add some like glazing medium or matte medium. They'll both work the same. They're basically just clear acrylic. So I don't know if I want to do this or use this. Let's see. Let's move this out of the way for a minute. So this is sand that I've dyed with ink. I'm going to do a video about that soon. It works pretty good. It's a lot like the ballast you get for like model trains. That way you don't have to paint it after. I've made quite a few colors. And I don't know if it's just going to be a really short video when I get it. Probably going to be my next video, either that or this one. So there's like gray. I got different sizes. There's brown. You can't see that very good. We got like tan. These all started as like play sand. Actually, I didn't get play sand this time. I got Quickcrete, which is for construction, for mixing in concrete. But that's only because everybody bought the play sand for their sandboxes, which that's okay. Old dirty paint water is your favorite wash. Yeah, I could see that. That's actually at least like artists have been have actually done that before. And it works pretty good. Okay. Oh, you know what? I want a skull. Hopefully this is... Oh, that one's covered in nasty. Where's my clippers that are better? I think my nose is finally clearing up. Oh, these clippers are covered in like resin from 3D printing. Okay. Let's get a couple skulls. I like the skulls without the jawbones. But one of these has a jawbone, one of them doesn't. So we're just gonna add a skull, gray skull like He-Man. Throw these on. Oh, I forgot I was gonna find some brass bowl or something. There we go. Here, I'll turn it to the other camera. So that's what we got. If you can see it, let's see. This doesn't focus for you. It wants to focus on my face. Here, let me see if I can get it focused manually. Let's see. Properties. Configure video. Camera control. Focus. There we go. See that? So we're going to start with that. I'll add a little bit of highlights after they dry and after I put another layer of glue. What do we got? Let's see. You call it bath water. You have a whole large size dish soap bottle full of it. That's a good idea. I should have saved that before I dumped out my water today. I should have saved that water for that kind of thing. That's a good idea. Try Hard Games. I think I've seen that channel. I can't remember. I know Eric's Hobby Workshop. He did it once just to add like, but he didn't use it as a wash, he just used the dirty water. I don't know why I'm putting this on now. But yeah, dirty paint water can be used, I'm sure. I should have used it for this dungeon, it'd be better. Oh, there's back. Allergies are back. They were going away for a second. Bath water. You can like package up your dirty paint water and sell it. And just call it bath water. That's horrible. Okay. I need different amounts of skulls for each one of these. Maybe not different for each one, but maybe different for each one. Do sort of puzzle maybe. I know, I've been doing the escape rooms with some friends lately. Gives me ideas for D&D. You're giving away your secrets. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna do brass bowls, but I forgot about that part. It's okay. We'll roll with it. So I'm going to have one with no skulls, one with one skull, and then 2 and 3. I do it different, but it's kind of hard to fit that many skulls on one. Okay. So there's that. As I got stuff all over in my glue. That's okay. I'll glue them on now. They should dry pretty quick with the wood. Unlike PVA glue and foam is horrible drying time, especially if you put 2 pieces of foam together. I don't know how people can handle that. There's been times I did that and then it like came apart a week later. Okay, there's that. See if you can see it. I got it kind of zoomed in. See the idea? Too bright for the room, but I'll blend it in later. I'll blend it in when I do the dank effects in the room. Okay, we don't need that now. I'm gonna highlight those when they're dry too, because we don't just want the gray skulls. What else? Do I want to add some details to these guys? Can I add details to these guys? Very easily. We're gonna try. So I'm just getting really watery here. I'll grab some toilet paper just in case. It's all over my fingers. And we're gonna not breathe for a second. You can't even see what I'm doing. Let's do it this way. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'm just adding some details in with this little wash here. I'm not a fan of just, like I did wash the whole thing, but this one is going to be more of a controlled wash. I don't know if you can hear me very good. I'm like way over here. But, yeah. I am going to just do that. And come add some of the wash to each of the creases. Oh, hey, Cross, I was wondering something. How long have you had your Discord? Is that new? Or did I just not notice it before? That's going to take like 5 minutes. There's like that much lag, I think, to get to you. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's cool. I keep thinking I should start a Discord. I guess it's getting popular now. But I don't know. I suck at being on Discord. Dungeon Matron sent me a friend request. I don't know how long ago, but I just barely noticed it today and accepted it. So hopefully she didn't wait too long. Still getting used to all the social media and chatting and all that stuff. And then I'm also wondering what other, what are they called? Oh man, I can't even think. I'm basically doing like watercolors right here. It'll look good. Total change of subject. Sorry about that. So, yeah. That's the great thing that's what I like about acrylic paint. I used to paint with oils and I used to paint with watercolors. I definitely have a preference towards watercolors, but acrylics is kind of like a cross between the two, so you can get some of the same effects pretty easily without trying too hard. And that's one thing I really like about acrylic paint. And that's basically what all miniature paint is acrylic paint, just with different consistencies and stuff in it. So yeah, see that? You can see that a lot better. Hey, John McElroy's Ghost. Glad to see you here. Yeah, you don't add anything else? Okay, campaign train. Yeah, you didn't. You've had it for about 2 months but didn't announce it. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, John McElroy's Ghost wants to know if you add anything to your paint water. I'm curious too. Of course, you're probably going to answer it by the time I say that because of the lag. Still getting used to this live stream stuff. Okay, yeah. I'm still on there. Sorry, I'm like leaning way forward. It's just hard to see. Here, we'll go up a little bit. Let's go up a little bit. There we go. Now we'll be able to not lean back so far. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, good enough. It's a little better. Sorry about the jittering while I fixed that. Just want people to see what I'm doing. It's actually better color like that. Weird. It's funny how this little the cheaper camera is better than the expensive camera. It's the same brand. So yeah, if you get a Logitech, definitely just do the 1080p, the basic 1080p webcam. Because I got the Pro Streamer one, which is the one I'm doing the main stuff on, and then I got that one. And I think the Pro Streamer does a little bit better, but it's okay. Okay, so Cross says nope. There may have been some dish soap residue in that bottle, but it's not the first container I've had. Just poured it into a jar and used only darker shades. Usually only darker shades. Recently had a black-green water from the pistachio bug build. That's cool. I'm definitely going to try that, I think. I better not save too much, but would have worked great for the dungeon. Usually my water ends up being super black. So definitely worth recycling stuff. Okay. The only reason I'm spending this much time on details like this is because this is the final room in the dungeon. So normally I wouldn't sit here and pick through it like this. I just want these angels to stand out a little bit more, because they're not standing out much as it is. Okay, sorry. I'm distracted by the angel. Surprised those are holding and not falling. I should have been more careful. Usually that PVA glue just fall right off. Gallons of bath coming to the web store. Yep. Yep, got bath water coming to the web store soon. Oh man. "10 minutes ago you would have said no, but now though." Yep. Do it. Bath water. Maybe that's what Games Workshop does for their contrast paints. I don't know. I should try contrast paints before I bash them. I just haven't had the need for them, so. But I do want to try them on miniatures. Dish out a whole bunch of goblins or something. Get like a green for their skin, or a gray. Okay. So after I get these guys painted up, I'll probably be done. I got a lawn to mow and some weeding to do. Might do a specific reproducible recipe to include a bit of including a bit of flow aid, whatever makes a buck. Yeah, I guess so. Does anybody sell? Yeah, people sell pre-bottled wash. Games Workshop has like these little tiny bottles for like more than $10. I don't see why not. Oh yeah, John McElroy's Ghost says he mostly uses craft paints for minis. Can't beat 75 cents for 2-ounce paints. Yeah, right? I mean, if you're just painting your basic minis, that works just fine. I've painted some pretty good miniatures with craft paints. And I can even like use my airbrush with craft paints, so I say that, but I have all these paints. I got most of these discounted though from the distributor, so, but I don't know, that distributor's being kind of annoying. Took him like almost 2 years to get me some Reaper paints. I just need to get a store set up where I can order from Alliance Games, because they're a lot better about it. My wall? Campaign, terrain. So bathwater, Mega Hyper Super Wash, Mega Hyper Wash Super X. Give your terrain an extreme finish. Yep. Market it right towards terrain. That could work. That one's looking good. Look at that guy. Look at that little cherub. It's going okay. I'm just tracing around the where I laser engraved it, so I'll go back through, highlight it a little bit after. We'll see. I know, I'm excited to finish the dungeon. At the same time, I'll miss working on it. But it's taking up enough space too. Grabbing the wife's credit card now. Oh no. Hopefully it shows up on there as Cross's bathwater. Ghost said he paints to a low standard. The colors he find hard. Let's see, I can't write. Why can I read? The colors he finds hard to make right is Russian khaki and German field gray. So yeah, that makes sense. I do, like a while back, I don't know, like early 2000s, mid 2000s, I used to paint mostly with craft paint, except for the metals. I don't know. I have a hard time finding metallic craft paints that work good. I got these extreme sheen ones, but they only work a little bit good. Delta Ceramcoat has some decent paints. That's still pretty cheap. Cross says, I'm loving the juxtaposition of cherubs and skulls. Campaign terrain. Message retracted. What did you say? LOL Chupa. Oh, that's funny. The subjects that people get off on, huh? go off on. I should say. We don't need to go off on more things. Okay, we are getting there. Did I already say? Yeah, what did you say? Yeah, what did you say? Oh. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good with these little guys. I only said LOL. I just changed it to make sure y'all knew where the LOL was pointed. Oh, okay. We believe you. Okay. See if I can get it without dunking it in the paint. So there are the angels. They're looking pretty good. Good enough, I think. Maybe I'll just leave them like that. We'll trace around the outside edge of everything. This might be a job for a pen. I should have watered that down for the marble too. Me getting carried away, adding too much detail here. Okay. Nah, I wouldn't have done the paint water very good. I wouldn't have done the white stuff very good with paint water though. It's kind of hard to work upside down. You can add a little bit of highlights to these little guys. Randomly. Not really going to be able to see much detail. But it'll be good enough. The walls look thin. Did you cut them on a Proxon? Yes, I cut them on a Proxon. They're pretty thin. They're about 1/4 inch thick. They're sturdy enough though, so. I needed to pack a lot of punch with these walls and have enough room for the players to walk around in the room, so that's why I did it that way. Especially right there is thin. Over here is a little thicker, and there's actually double layers. I don't know if you can see that. So it's not too bad. I ended up not in the camera. That's okay. What matters is that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Keep leaning forward like crazy. Try that. There we go. Good enough. So yeah, I'm just randomly doing this. I can't see this far away, so I'm just guessing where to put the highlights. Guessing's good. It'll look impressionistic, like a Monet painting. Who started going blind by the time he was dead, and his paintings started looking more blind. Okay. Do the other side real quick. Really like this guy. He's looking good. I'll show you up close at the end. Get it on the other camera that seems to be focusing better. Sometimes it distracts me a little. I have it up on my phone too. So I'm like watching the chat and watching me craft. But there's delay. Like a lot of delay. So you can see I'm still painting. Not used to that yet. And I'm getting kind of hungry. But I think my allergies are finally going away. Now that I said that, it'll come back. Had a way higher turnout on Saturday and Sunday, so. But regardless, people show up. So if you're watching this and you're watching the replay of it, drop me a comment. Let me know what time you watched. And I'll try to hit a live stream on one of those times that you can. And I'll be more talkative because I won't be all allergic to everything, hopefully. Hopefully. It's getting better now, so that's good. It'll be worse later after I do some yard work. Yeah, I actually started making my own sand flock. And I showed that earlier. I have several colors. See, we got the dark gray, the tan sand, we got some reddish colored sand, we got some light gray flock. If that's the flock you mean. If you're talking about like the spongy flock, I hate making that. Do you... Let's see. So you make yours out of regular play sand. Do you dye it with ink or just paint, or how do you make it? Or do you not dye it? Oh yeah, these little angels are looking great now. Way better. So Campaign Terrain sifts Builder's Grade into 4 different sizes. He only has one color, but it's pretty light, so he tints it chalk, grout, or whatever. Yeah, I'm doing something similar now. I have a few different sizes of that stuff too. Use house paint and try to paint it. Dumped it into a 2-liter bottle and shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. It makes me want to sing. Yeah. I used ink to dye it, and it worked really good. I used alcohol ink and normal ink. I didn't need to shake it up that much. I just mixed it in a bag. Campaign terrain, he burned out a cheapo plastic geared blender making foam flocks. I bought a new sturdy... Yeah, I did the same thing. I keep burning out blenders making stuff. I did that making paper pulp too. Started smoking. But yeah. I think if I do it again, I'm using a coffee grinder. But I can't make I don't really know how to make grass flock fast. Like, I know you can cut rope and you can get kind of grassy looking flock, but it's not as good as like the synthetic stuff. Oh, that guy's face looks messed up. Okay. Fixing him. That'll work. Okay. What do you guys think of them angels? I think they turned out pretty cool. So yeah, we got the plinths and we got the angels done. All I need to do now is add some, what is it? Some like dank looking effects, paint the top black, and what else? Now I'm like not in center. Sorry about that. Paint the top black. What else? Oh, pour the epoxy resin. I don't know why we're focused on the background. This camera. Here, let me fix that. Oh, now we're focused on me. Now we're focused on the background. What the heck? There, it was doing better. Properties. Anyway, we won't worry about it. I'm about to power down. Thanks a lot for liking the cherubs. Glad you guys like him. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. I'll get better at this live stream stuff. It's hard to think about things to say. I'm glad you guys have conversational things too. Conversational things, if I can talk right. So I'm going to touch up the statue a little bit now. Probably off camera, or probably on camera, but not live streaming. And what else? Add the dank effects, add some black, and pour the resin, and then this will be done. So, oh yeah, touch up the skulls, the gray skulls. So yeah, hope you guys had fun. The roll of brown craft paper way off camera is perfectly in focus. That's right. I don't know why. Autofocus is great. So yeah, anyway, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys coming. I will see you next time, probably Saturday. Hopefully Saturday. There's a lot going on. Like I said, I have a graduation party and an appointment at Escape Room. So, oh, Nuggets Dungeon Terrain, you're there. Thanks for coming. Spiderwebs and dirty corners with chalk pastels. That's an idea. That's an idea. Anyway, thanks for showing up, guys. It's cool to have you here.